I'm very grateful for I'm truly grateful for what you guys have done for me. I just would not be here weren't it for you guys and Miss Kendra Wilson. Okay. Let's see. Well, to be honest, since from the beginning, I never planned on attending college. I think it was my junior year that Miss Kendra Wilson, our school counselor, that called me to her office and told me, well, asked me about my college plans. And at that time, I just wanted to enlist in the military because I didn't think college was a possibility for someone like me. And she told me about the college cohort, and from then I realized that like it is possible for me to go to college. Did I know what that meant? No. I'm a first gen student, and I didn't even know the difference between like the colleges like liberal, Ivy Leagues, and all those things, and how each one of them could offer me something. Um, I didn't have a plan. It was Mrs. Wynn, Mr. Wynn that helped me come up with a plan and look up colleges that could offer me financial aid because I couldn't pay for it. I couldn't stay in South Carolina because that would be extremely hard for someone in my position. And yeah, we began with looking up what were my plans basically, like what I wanted to do with my life. And I still didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So was mainly guided by Mr. Wim, by you and Mrs. Wen, and what I could do. And I think we settled on liberal arts colleges because, like I said, I didn't know what I want to do with my life. So I think liberal arts colleges were what I needed to look into. Yeah. Well, since college was never like, it's not something that my family has been able to do. So it's pretty strange conversation to have with with your parents who don't know why it's so important for me to leave, and just having that disconnection from the understanding why one must leave their home to study so they can have a better chance at life. And because it's in South Carolina, it's gonna be really hard for me to work, to be accepted, and get an education that's worth having. And it was at the beginning for me, it was easy to accept that, oh, I'm going to leave home, have a new experience because I haven't left South Carolina in a while. So it's like really new experience. But for my parents, especially for my mom, it was really hard because, well, none of her children have ever left the house like that. So it was like, I know you have to do this, but they were willing they were willing to take out loans to just like pay for my education as long as it was close to home. But I'm like, that's gonna be really hard because we don't have that money. I mean, I also can't take out loans because, well, maybe I could, but just it's just not something that I was willing to do to my parents, even though they were willing to give an arm and a leg to help me pay for school. Um, my dad, though, he was more of understanding why I had to do what I had to do. He was very supportive of me leaving, but it was also like, if you don't have to do this. Like, we're willing to do anything to help you pay. But in the end, we decided it was best for me to leave and be here. And then my sophomore year is when I started to realize like I really miss home. It's really hard to be away from your family. They're really hard school. Yeah, it's really hard. I like as the years goes on, like I'm a junior and I really do miss home. It's hard. I think I won't be back home until the summer. So I haven't seen my family in a while. It's also really hard because we have friends and family weekend. Like it's expensive to bring your parents here. The tickets are really expensive for some reason, and just for a few days. It is hard to move my family because I have a really big family, so it's really hard to move them from one place to the other. Yeah, it's really hard.
So,
Probably not. I wouldn't have had access to it. Like I said, I'd never really talked to anybody except for Miss Wilson about my situation. So nobody really knew what I could not do. And like I said, I was always told I couldn't go to college. So I couldn't have found this information anywhere else. Just in my community, there's also just like a lot of Hispanics. So we don't really know, they also don't really know how the process works, what things I need, what I don't need. So all the information that I have now and that I needed then were provided by the cohort and Miss Wilson. My teachers were really helpful, but then again, they don't have the information that I have about myself and my situation. So I think that plays a big role in when I should have known and what I needed.